Namaste everyone, I am Gyan and you are watching the session 9 of Java and Web, Inheritance. In this video, I will discuss about various types of inheritance. There are basically 4 types of inheritance: single inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and multi-level inheritance. But the multiple inheritance is not supported by Java. It is supported by C++, but not by Java. If we talk about the single inheritance, then the subclass has only one superclass, and the property of the superclass gets copied into the subclass. If we talk about the multiple inheritance, then a subclass has more than one superclasses. A subclass has several superclasses, and the properties of all the superclasses gets copied into the subclass. The multiple inheritance is not supported by Java. It is supported by C++, but not by Java. The another type of inheritance is called hierarchical inheritance, in which more than one subclasses has same superclass. In hierarchical inheritance, we have one superclass and various subclasses. Property of the superclass gets copied into all its subclasses. It gets copied into B1, B2 and also gets copied into the B3. Finally, we have another type of inheritance called multi-level inheritance. When a class is derived from another derived class, then this type of inheritance is called multi-level inheritance. Here the class B1 itself is a derived class of the class A1 and the class C1 is derived class of the derived class B1. Here a derived class is superclass of a derived class. Here the derived class B1 is the superclass of the derived class C1. The properties of the class A1 inherited to the class B1 and the properties of the class A1 and B1 both inherited to the class C1. This is called mixed inheritance, where more than one types of inheritance applied to single class structure. So what is the example of single inheritance? In the first video of this session we have seen some examples. All those examples belong to the single inheritance. The link of that video is given in the video description below. All those examples in that video belongs to single inheritance. If you try to apply the multiple inheritance in Java, then the multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java. In C++, multiple inheritance is allowed, but it is not allowed in Java. Here in this example, we have applied the multiple inheritance in Java. We have the class base1 and we have another class base2. We are trying to extend the class derived from the both classes, the class base1 and the class base2. If we try to execute this code, the compiler will throw an error. Let's try it. Open abc.java. This is the same code as we seen. Let's try to compile this code. Java C abc.java. It throws an error. It is saying the compiler need an opening curly bracket here. That means we cannot put a comma here. This is a syntax error. So a class cannot be extended from more than one classes. This is the example of hierarchical inheritance. Both classes, derived 1 and derived 2, extended from the class base. The properties of the class base are integer variables x, y and hello. And the properties of the class derived 1 is an integer variable and a method. The integer variable z and the method hello1 are the properties of the class derived 1. Then all the properties of the class base, that is x, y and the method hello, has been inherited to the class derived 1. So you can see here these are the properties of the class derived 1, x, y, z, hello and hello1. Similarly, the integer variables x, y and w are the properties of the class derived 2. And the method hello and hello2 are also the properties of the class derived 2. Here in the class use, we have created the objects of the classes base, derived 1 and derived 2. Since only the properties x, y and hello belongs to the class base, so we can print the values of x and y but cannot print the values of z and w because they do not belong to the class base. After that we can only call the method hello but cannot call the method hello1 and hello2 because these two methods hello1 and hello2 do not belong to the class base. Similarly, the three integer variables x, y and z belongs to the class derived 1. So we can print the values of these three variables but we cannot print the value of the variable w and we cannot call the method hello2 because the method hello2 is not a property of the class derived 1. Similarly, x, y and w are three integer variables which are the property of the class derived 2. So we can print the values of these three variables x, y and w. We cannot print the value of the variable z because the variable z is not a property of the class derived 2. We cannot call the method hello1 by using the reference variable of the class derived 2 because the method hello1 is not a property of the class derived 2. Let's apply these codes practically. On the desktop, open abc.java and this is the same code as we seen. Then we have use.java, and this is again the same code as we seen. All the statements which is going to result in error has been commented out. If I remove these comments, then our code will not compile fine. Let's compile these codes. Java C abc.java. It compiles fine. Now compile the code use.java. Java C use.java. The code also compiles fine. Now run the class file use. Java use. Press enter. It executes fine and print the various outputs. This is the example of multi-level inheritance. The class B gets inherited from the class A and the class C gets inherited from the class B. So all the properties of the class A gets inherited to class B and all the properties of both classes, the class A and B, gets inherited to class C. That's how the class A has properties, the integers x, y and the method hello1. The class B has properties, the integers x, y and z and the methods hello1 and hello2. The class C has properties, the integers x, y, z and w and the methods hello1, hello2 and hello3. Because the class C contains all the properties of the class A and B both, the class B contains all the properties of the class A. After that, we are using these three classes in use.java. In the use.java, we have the class use which contains the method main, and we have created the objects of three classes. We can print the values of the instance variables x and y by using the reference variable of the class A. But we cannot print the values of the instance variable z and w because these two variables are not the part of the class A. Similarly, we can call the method hello1 by using the reference variable of the class A. But we cannot call the methods hello2 and hello3 by using the reference variables of the class A. The class B contains these five properties: the integer variables x, y and z and the methods hello1 and hello2, where the properties x, y and hello1 inherited from the class A, and the properties z and hello2 were the part of the class B. So we can print the values of the instance variables x, y and z by using the reference variable of type class B. And we can call the methods hello1 and hello2 by using the reference variable of type class B. But we cannot call the method hello3 and we cannot print the value of the instance variable w because these two are not the part of the class B. After that, we have class C which contains all the properties of the classes A and B and also contains some extra property in it. That's how we can print all the instance variables x, y, z and w and call all the methods hello1, hello2 and hello3 by using the reference variable of type C. Let's try it practically. Open abc.java. The abc.java contains various classes. This is the same code as we seen. Open use.java. Again, this is the same code as we seen. Save and compile this code. Java C abc.java. Compiles fine. Compile the code use.java. Java C use.java. It also compiles fine. Now run the class file use. Java use. Press enter. It runs fine and printing this output. I have taken all the classes in a single Java file just to make it simple. Otherwise, it's not a good idea to take more than one classes in a single Java file. You must create a separate Java file for separate class. What will happen if the classes belongs to different packages or belongs to different packages in different modules from Java 9 onwards? I will answer all these questions while learning about visibility modes in inheritance.